Diesel Heat guys are arriving today to have a little rundown and chat about where we've placed the on-demand hot water system and air blowers. We've roughly put them in where we'd like them. The blowers are actually in the bilge, but I don't think that's going to be an issue extracting bilge air, seeing as we're hopefully a dry boat. We're not a traditional wooden boat. We shouldn't have any leaks and the bilge should be relatively clean, and that may circulate air out of the bilge, which could be nice. So the hot air blowers are actually under here. That's the unit there, which circulates coolant in and out from the system located under the settee. And then, we've made a little lid here. So this just opens up, and this is the hot water unit and the diesel furnace itself mounted there with the exhaust going up. We're just going to run this idea by them and see what they think of it all. Yeah. Exciting times. Alrighty, well here we are with the boys from Diesel Heat. G'day. G'day. I'm Matt. Welcome. So today we're going to go down below in Tarkine and have a run through on our system and how we're going to one day hopefully get hot water and heating. This particular system we're about to install, what is this called and what are the advantages of it?
Hi guys, this is Nick from Diesel Heat, and today I was just going to give you a little bit of an introduction to this DH15 diesel hydronic hot water and air heating system. Just by way of explanation, this is a hybrid system, so it is kind of on-demand instant but also storage. It's using sort of both technologies. The way the system works, it has a German-made Eberspacher diesel furnace. These are a really nice piece of kit. Probably I'd say best in class in terms of noise, service intervals and reliability. These diesel furnaces heat engine coolant, so this is a 15 litre tank that stores engine coolant, and there's a little pump here, and the pump is basically pumping the engine coolant from the tank through the furnace back into the tank. As it goes into the tank, it passes through a heat exchanger here, and so that heat exchanger will instantly heat water. If you put cold water in here, you'll get hot water coming out here, and that's being instantly heated. So the system is called a hybrid because it's using the combination of stored heat in the coolant tank, and also it's then instantly heating the hot water once it's all preheated. With all these hydronic systems, you then have the option of running air heaters. Air heaters on a hydronic system are very similar to the air heater in your car. They're fundamentally taking hot coolant and blowing air through a little fan or through a little radiator and heating the air that way. So this here is an example. This is the biggest air heater that we make. This is something we've designed and assembled ourselves down here in Tasmania. We've got a heating coil, copper and aluminium heating coil, and then we're using two AC brushless fans, which are very quiet and very smooth. They're an infinitely variable fan. And so when these fans are hooked up to the thermostat that comes with our kit, which is this little fellow here, it's providing a signal to these two fans, and they'll vary their speed from basically 0 to full speed depending on the temperature of the room and the temperature you've set on the thermostat. So again, the system is generating hot coolant. The hot coolant is plumbed into the fan head using pipes that are not showing here, and it's heating up the air in a similar fashion to the way your heater in your car works.
So, I don't know where everyone's going to stand. I can sit there. What we've got here is the DH15 mounted in the... We've made a little hatch, basically, so that we can access it if we need to. And yeah, we have moved the furnace itself off the unit. Here we are, repositioned in the saloon. Take two. Yeah, going for a new angle for the camera. So what I've done is we initially planned to put the blowers under you, but I've found a really nice space in the bilge. Okay. I think some people might have an issue with it just being labelled the bilge, but this is technically it's a dry boat. There shouldn't be any leaking. it's new and it's clean. So if I was doing this to an old boat, I'd be worried, but I feel like our bilge air will be okay for the next 15 years, hopefully.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys, if you don't think it's a concern sucking air, I kind of see it as an advantage to pull like just
create some
old
circulation.
air out.
Yeah. And as long as you're confident it's going to be dry, obviously in an old boat or a boat that's got a dirty bilge, you wouldn't do it. It's the same as putting a system in an engine room.
Yeah.
Any sort of system you put in an engine room, we always have an inlet duct back into the living space, because otherwise you end up smelling the engine through the whole boat. So that's your discretion to do that. And the boat looks pretty clean and dry at the moment, so should be alright.
At least while you have it in the stands, right?
Yeah. So I'll pop this up. Yeah, this is loosely where I hope to fit. It fits just.
Yeah.
I can run a duct from here. I was thinking in front of this bench to push air up that way, unless you, like, I'm totally open for ideas here.
Yeah.
But it can go through this laundry box and pop out there and push air into the heads. And then I was thinking another one can just come out where your feet are, because I think that was initially where we...
So you're talking about going up through the bilge and then coming out through the face of that
popping out.
Yeah.
How far can this blower blow?
I mean, it'll blow a long way, but the longer the ducting, the less heat you get out of it. Because with a hydronic system, it's all about airflow. So
but also
keep the ducting as short as you can.
Well, we can just pop it out here as well.
I can see a lot of space for insulation as well, which could be...
insulate the ducting is a good idea?
Well, yes, but I think that you'll be pretty tight with the 60mm ducting going through.
Yeah, I thought it was that stuff I had up there.
Yeah,
and then you have an insulation wrap that goes
on top of it, which is 13mm extra thickness.
That's optional. Typically, that's optional.
No, absolutely. It's just my concern for the length.
I reckon, I can cut, because it's my boat.
You gotta remember, any heat that comes off the pipes is still coming into the boat, right? It's not lost, it's just delayed.
Yeah, but then it's against the water as well. I don't know.
Well, thanks guys for coming by today and having a little chat about your systems. We're looking forward to getting it in, and I think we'll get onto it pretty soon. A few little refinements down below on my side of things, but a couple of holes to cut, a few things to prepare, and then we'll be good to put the systems in and warm up.
No worries. Thank you very much for choosing our system and let us be part of your amazing
awesome project.
Yes.
That's all right, guys. Cool.
We're very excited for the next phase.
That is very, very pretty.
And all the doors are shut, so it's okay now. Can't get in there. You want me to open the door, Obi?
Get inside.
Wait, you like it when the doors are shut all of a sudden? Yeah, so I guess we'll aerosol this, I suppose, or not? I don't know.
Maybe not.
I think it needs a little bit of an aerosol just to make the varnish be okay.
Yeah, make it sit right.
Yeah, so I can do a baby one to start.
Yeah, you can mimic that one then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Much better. This one has to go.
Oh yes, Obi. It's very, very preferred.
Yeah, Joby. Yeah, they fall out and stuff. Let's throw an arris on this.
So what is the trick, Matt? We're doing hinges?
Trick with hinges.
Yeah.
You only get one shot, so don't stuff it up. Well, you can glue a bit of wood back in, but it's not ideal. I'm just rebaiting for these little brass hinges here. This is a different grain, so it's going to be hard to chisel out. I might even get a get the router on there and just cut and relief cuts. Great way to stab yourself. Trick with hinges is to not stab yourself. Hope I went deep enough. Yep, just. Okay. Close enough is good enough.
Well, it's a wet, cold day outside, so I thought I'd jump back in the boat and revisit the diesel heater, start progressing with that and hopefully warm the boat up. I have a variety of items that I need to install. A lot of this is a little bit difficult to film, but I'll do my best. I guess first thing first is the DH15 unit itself needs to go in the locker underneath me, and then I need to attach the furnace to that and start running some pipe work. So we'll see how we go, and hopefully sort of get a little bit closer to getting it running. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll unbox the furnace. Oh my god. It's got a CD. That's good. That thing. Yes, the Ep57 climate control system furnace. Okay, well, where on earth do I start? Okay, that's first step. Second step is this. Going in there. Too much thread sealant, lesson learnt. Okay, so due to limited space and the way this setup is and the way we're going with it, we have to have this funny double compression fit here, double tension fit. It's really fiddly, but I'm just going to get it on and then it's done. And then I can pop the DH15 down into its hole, hopefully forever. I hope forever. And I hope I never have to undo this. I'm going to put a little bit less sealant on it this time. I've noticed that I've been putting too much on. So let's go for a little bit less and just see what happens. I'm a bit of a messy man. I'm colossally messy actually. I'm probably the messiest person ever. Anyway, can't be a good boy at everything. Don't want anything to leak, because if it leaks, it will be really annoying. So, now I'm going to place that on there, and a tiny bit of thread sealant on here. There's a little O-ring here. Now I have glued the base of that in. Is that loosening it or tightening it? That's tightening it. That's nice though. That should be fine. That feels really snug. That better not leak. What did I drop on the ground? Oh, the lid. Okay. Please don't leak. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll leave this one. This is quite easy to do later. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys couldn't see that. Oh, I'm sorry. So this one's still loose. We'll leave that off for now. This has a barb that goes on later. This is cold water in. So all this stuff is sort of retrofitted later. Now we'll just place it in its hole and hope that it spins around like I wanted it to. It's nice and tight in there, which is good. Okay, now I'm going to try and mount the furnace in the right spot, and that's it. Well, it's been a big day. I think 8 hours of wiring and plumbing and messing around and making it all neat. It's very time expensive, this sort of stuff, but it's very engaging and interesting, and I get to learn a lot about the systems and the system itself, reflecting on manuals and installing it properly according to the manual. But I think I'm really getting somewhere. It still looks messy, but it looks better bit by bit. So I'll give you a little look. It's a little bit dark, but here's the furnace, and the wiring harness has all been tidied up down there. Exhaust out, fuel is coming out over there. Yeah, it's getting there.
Enough for today.
2 days of work.
Ta-da!
Yes.
Looks very impressive to me.
Trying to make it neat, but
Look at all those organised wires.
this very large hole filled up very quickly. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. Well, it's time for me to drill a hole through the deck. This will be our first deck penetration. I'm going to be installing this on the top. This is a stainless steel exhaust system for the diesel heater. It clicks. So this is open, and when you want to shut it, you can just push it down and lock it, and then when we're sort of sideways, we can at least seal it and then not have to worry about water coming into the system. So I've got to drill a pilot hole up and then hole saw it down and get my placement right. Yeah, exciting times. Scary but exciting times, I guess. Just got to do it. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. First step. Second, find a hole saw. Should have a look up there. This is where I want it, isn't it? I don't have any other option. It has to just go here. Okay, it is done.
Hello, Obi conversion. This is all temporary, of course.
Cool. That's it. I'll have to get used to that.
Goodbye. Wrong way, man.